So here we are. I have now made a Night Elf Rogue. That is going to be the experiment. How does the Rogue move from classic versus new? So let's get this started. Also, I have to leave at about 11:30 today because it's a D&D day, so this may not be the best day to do an experiment like this, but we're going to see.
After years of imprisonment within the Emerald Nightmare, Archdruid Malfurion Stormrage has finally returned to the mortal world. Reunited with his love, Tyrande Whisperwind, Malfurion endeavors now to heal the corrupted world tree Teldrassil and rejuvenate the spirit of the Night Elf people. Yet as the great cataclysm shakes the boughs of their colossal tree, the Night Elves brace themselves against the coming storm. As war and destruction close in from all sides, it falls to Night Elves like you to stand strong and protect the enduring legacy of your people.
Away we go. So I can shadow meld just like before, and I have my Sinister Strike. Viciously strike an enemy, causing 6 physical damage, awards 1 combo point. So
Greeting.
got combo points to deal with in here and everything still too. Greetings, I am Illithane. My purpose in the Shadow Glen is to train young rogues like you and to ensure balance of nature is maintained. The spring rains were particularly heavy this year, causing some of the forest beasts to flourish while others suffered. Unfortunately, the Night Saber numbers grew too large, and they devastate our other populations if they're not culled. Journey forth, young rogue, and thin the Saber population so the nature's harmony will be preserved.
Did not.
Still need to turn on the interface thing.
Target. It is too far away.
So I now have combo points up there, I think, that could be applied to any creature, not just the one I'm working on. Okay. Fair enough. Side note, if I make it to a certain city here in time, Beer Fest is going on. Or Brewfest, my apologies. That's the equivalent of the Oktoberfest in reality. But Brewfest has been effing epic, let's just put it that way. I've been loving it. It's been hilarious. You seem to know what you're doing. Perhaps I can task you with something a little more important. As you may well know, the corruption in Teldrassil was supposedly wiped away, yet something lingers. The creatures have not calmed and all manner of problems still plague us. I need you to deal with the Grelkin that have gathered in the west, and while you're there, I want you to search them for Felmoss. This will help me determine from where this continuing corruption stems from.
Good luck, friend. Hello.
Vicious little Grell, they've been stealing from our food stores again. If you wouldn't mind lending a hand, they're sure to have some stolen bags within their camps to the west. I would be glad to reward you if you can bring them back to me.
Farewell.
I'm out of range.
Need to wait till I get some more abilities before I can really say, you know, how this feels and everything, obviously, so. Oh, there's Druid.
Peace be with you. Farewell. I am listening. Bashar Salah.
Very nice.
Ishnu Allah.
Perhaps you'd be willing to aid us in further pursuing the corruption haunting Shadow Glen. Detaria Silverglade, priestess of the moon, has offered to aid us. You should find her between the two pools just north of our great tree. Circle around the tree to reach her and offer her any help that you can.
Go in peace.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. I suppose there is automatic dual wielding. See, Lee's in the chat right now, but she's having, like I said, problems, so she's not able to join me. But, yeah, I didn't even think about it, to be honest. It's just, oh, they've got dual weapons. Okay. I'm going to frustrate you today. I have a strange feeling, but yeah, it's still. Oh, you're not looking good.
Vishnu dal Diego.
Our friend Everon has fallen to poison from the nearby webwood spiders. I can tend to him and keep his state from deteriorating, but I need someone to gather an ingredient to prepare him an antidote. All around the pond you should find moon petal lilies. These flowers have great healing properties, and I can use them with the ingredients I already have to restore Everon to better health. Would you gather them for me? There should be many in sight of here near the water's edge.
May the stars guide you.
Yeah, there's a really weird parallel between me and WoW and me and Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I think I still kind of prefer modern, or retail. I guess we all call it retail, so I'm going to stick with the pack and call it retail, right? But it's a lot like me and my weekly group that I play D&D with. They play 2nd edition because they prefer it because, and I swear I'm quoting, 5th edition makes things too easy. You know, sound familiar? But the point is that I still play 2nd edition with them because they're my friends, and I love them, you know, sort of thing. So basically, same basic principle with WoW. I play Classic with Donovan and Lee because I love them, and I like getting the story in this case too. So. I must ask something more dangerous of you. Strange news has traveled to me through the whisperings of the forest spirits. The mysterious woodland protector, Terenda, has returned to Shadow Glen again. The Dryad's presence has not been felt in the forest since before the blessing of Teldrassil. Something is surely amiss if she has journeyed back to this land. Seek out Tarandella in the Shadow Thread Cave to the north. It's dangerous, but we will be prepared with this antidote just in case.
Go in peace.
We got a Dryad to deal with. Woohoo! But yeah, that's just neat. That's just something I've noticed, is that there's this interesting parallel with me and Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, and see, that's the exact sort of thing, saying that, like, it spoon feeds them and everything. That's exactly what my second edition people say. There's one that literally rants. He's like, I don't want to just... But then again, he's kind of more of the combat one, right? I've always played Dungeons and Dragons to roleplay.
Too far away.
It's me being a character. It's not me, you know, fighting a bunch of things and killing a bunch of things. So...
What is nature's call?
I'd hoped to never return to Teldrassil for such a grim business. I'd hoped that corruption had been wiped away completely. Something foul lingers. These spiders suffer more deeply from corruption than the other nearby wildlife. They're becoming a danger to the people and a danger to the forest. We must thin their numbers, but more importantly, we need to find the source of the corruption of that plagues them. I will come with you to aid you in this. Ooh. Yeah, whatever. I know which one I'm grabbing, obviously, but still.
I'm out of range.
So now I have Eviscerate. Works exactly the same way, I assume. Finishing move. 1 to 5 combo points. Yeah, gotcha. Oh yeah, strategy is fantastic, and I love it even in like specific combats. But you know, kind of like for WoW, I'm in it for the universe, the story, and everything like that. And I kill things because I have to, you know, so. Ooh. That, no, okay. I think we do have to jump down here. It is wild, by the way, being in these places and doing different quests than we were doing, but it's the exact same places, so that's a neat parallel that I'm finding fun out of this. Because I was worried it might be, you know, kind of the same quest, blah, 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 but... Yeah, I think we all have those days of kind of going on a killing spree to de-stress, but, yeah. Just depends. Oh, yeah, I know. It's virtual, not real. You misunderstand me. It's just more along the lines of sometimes I need to de-stress a different way, and usually I do, so. Especially because there's that possibility of running into that one quest that's really kicking your butt, and as a result, you go, well, I came here to relax, and this clearly isn't happening, you know, sort of thing, so.
Is there trouble?
If these spiders are born with corruption in their veins, then their brood mother must be the root of this evil. Let us make our way to the far north of the cave and seek out Gilthis the Vile. The answers we seek are with her. First, swappies. Oh, okay. You meant that shot at political talking heads. Gotcha. Interestingly enough, there's been some psychology studies that people gripe about. I read that recently in my psych homework, so it's interesting. It's in no way conclusive, let's put it that way.
Hi!
Okay, leather belt or draped cloak. No, the belt gives me 2 and the cloak gives me one, so I'm gonna go for the belt for now. Yeah, I know the storyline has changed because of the cataclysm and everything. Like I said, it's just kind of neat being in the same place, but doing something different. And if you must, then okay, fine.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I will pursue the trail of the gnarl pine and track the corruption to its source. If you ever encounter Arthas Bendermail in Dullamar, he knows the immediacy of the He knows intimately of the problems that plague this forest, and he can direct you on how to help further. I'm sure we will meet again with time. Perhaps you can aid me in dealing with the source of the corruption once I locate it. For now, I will take you back to Denturia so that you may finish training. Thank you for all you have done. Almost had to deal with that again.
I am honored.
As part of a ritual to complete your training here in Shadow Glen, you must learn about our recent history. There's a task you must perform. Go to the Moonwell to the northeast and retrieve a phial of its water. While there, you will witness a glimpse of our magics and learn our past. When you're done there, bring the water to me and I will direct you further. Now, there's a tradition that didn't change, by the way. Belt. There we are. Now it looks like something's actually holding the swords there instead of them just hovering. Hooray. Oh, they still front flip. Yay. Never gets old. Not once.
What brings you here?
Tenerin Stormgrip oversees all that happens in this glade. He presides at the top of Adrasil. If you look to your south, you will see the underside of the ramp that leads up to him. Ascend this ramp to complete your training. It was wonderful to have met you. I swell with pride knowing that among our young night elves, there are some so selfless and full of life as you are. You'll do great things for our people. You will do great things for this world. Until we meet again.
Asha Salah.
My first modern step into the big city, by the way, will not be with this character, and I found it hilarious the other day when it was going, because I was doing my Brewfest stuff, and I decided to do it with my mage, because my mage can pop around to different places, because there's like 4 big cities on different continents and everything that you have to go to, so mages can teleport. They're kind of good at that. And my mage was high enough level to have the proper teleports in place. So I ended up using her, and yeah. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, I used her to pop around, and that's one of the cities that you have to go to for the Brewfest stuff. So it kind of made me giggle that I went, well, would you look at that? I didn't even make a night elf, and I'm here.
I am honored.
While there is more I could speak to you of the Moonwells and of Tedrasil, I must send you along. Kothris Moonrage will be expecting you. I have poured the phial of water you brought to me into this vessel to bring to him. Seek out Kothris. You will find him at the Moonwell in Dolinar. Follow the road south from Aldrasil out of the Shadow Glen and continue to follow the cobblestones as the road turns west. Mind you stay on the road, though. There are dangerous beasts in the forest of late.
May the stars guide you.
Embraced by the wind's slowing fall speed, which means it's telling me to do this. It's totally telling me to jump down. Yet I'm still such a wimp. I'm not sure I want to do that. Plus, I'm just gonna have to walk around anyway. There we go. Aren't achievements like account wide? So if it's the one I'm thinking it is, I already got it whenever we did that weird thing with the teleporter that the goblin put us through. Yeah, I'm just curious if the rogue trainer's in the same room. It's general supplies and food and drink. Like I said, I think I may already have going down because of what happened with the one thing. You guys were surprised that you got it or something? That was a long time ago. That's the problem. I can't remember stuff like that. Oh, my obsessive pet collecting, by the way. I got 2 new pets out of the Brewfest. I'm working on saving up enough tokens for the 3rd one. Elemental. Cute.
What brings you here?
Greetings, young rogue. Can you offer me aid? I have a package of herbs that I must deliver to the town of Dolinar, but I have business with the druids of Shadowglen and cannot yet leave. Can you deliver this package for me? It must be sent to Innkeeper Kalamar at the Dolinar Inn. It lies along the road to the north, or the south.
Farewell.
So that's one that stayed. Wait, where'd you come from? Huh. I have something that I don't know how I got. But okay. Sure. I'll take it. Aren't you adorable? Anyway. Oh, look who else is still up here. Eager for work, I see. Lucky for you, a day never goes by that I don't wish a fledgling rogue. I wish I had a fledgling rogue to perform my bidding. You see, I can make you very happy and provide you with things you never dreamed of having. But in order for that to happen, you must bring me certain items. My business in the forest often requires certain reagents. Fetch for me night saber fangs, striggered owl feathers, and swatches of webwood spider silk. Let's keep this a little secret, Night Elf. Hey, I didn't get to accept...
Don't touch me!
But at least that didn't last long. Otherwise, that would have been an extremely jerkish move on that person's part.
It is too far away.
Okay, got the spider silk. I think the amount of these we needed in Classic was more, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, leg meat. professions I need to put on this one. It's something I need to figure out. Classic was 3 each. Yeah, I thought so. I wasn't sure of the exact number, but yeah, it was definitely.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I kind of want to try some stuff that I haven't done. So those two are things that I haven't done before, alchemy and gathering. So might do that. And then I gotta find me some lightsabers.
I'm out of range. Target. Don't have a target. It's too far away.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Plus, that means I might be able to send some stuff to my other tune if I use alchemy with this one. You know, so, yeah. I'll try alchemy then. Side note, I've finally been finding veins with my gnome so that I can mine and do some engineering. Unfortunately, not the stuff I've been wanting has been coming out of those mines, so, or out of those veins. There was a mine that I was in that had a bunch of veins in it. That's why I was saying that. But, yeah, there's that.
I need to target something first.
You again?
Caused by the target. Okay. Haha!
Goddess bless you.
The Council of the Forest has news that you aided Zen Falhuth. That satyr is an enemy of the forest. As a night elf, you should know better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. You must redeem yourselves in the eyes of the Council if you wish to remain a friend of Terdorsel. Teach Falhuth a lesson, and you shall be redeemed. Fell cones are corrupted seeds that fall from the trees. They bellow with green smoke. Give some to Falhuth, and he'll think you have brought him a harmless snack.
Goddess watch over you.
Flight path!
Greetings.
I was once given an emerald dream catcher from Gallerus Talvervin, the warden of the druids in Banthathil. Barrow Den. I had the same problem the last time I had to read this. This powerful amulet was able to siphon energy from the emerald dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I've not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze village. Although Starbreeze was once a tranquil place, it has now succumbed to the corruption of the furbog that reside there. Perhaps you will be willing to recover my dream catcher?
May the stars guide you.
Sell a bunch of spider parts.
What brings you here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do cooking, so that doesn't do me much good. Oh, archery training gloves. I haven't put those on yet.
May the stars guide you.
There we go. And my favorite part of retail, being able to do that. Makes my obsessive compulsion so much better. Okay. Grease trainer, bandage trainer, food grain. Hello, big boy. Watch where you're stepping.
I am listening.
Okay, great horned owl I do not have yet, so I now have one.
Farewell.
Always look out for the battle pet trainers, because even though I have pets already, I need more of them.
Ishno del Diab.
A troubling breeze blows through the forest. You notice Trevelyan serves as a great warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Bethnal Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety so that their pact with the Yursa remains fulfilled. But word from Gallerus is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village and bring back a report from Gallerus so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely.
Goodbye.
Ishnuala.
Let me tell you more of the task you must complete. The druids in Darnassus use the water of the moon wells of Tedrasel, and the moon well must be replenished from time to time, using these specially created vials. You can collect the water from the moon wells. Take this vessel to the moon well outside of Starbreeze Village to the east, and fill it with some waters, then return to me. Pay heed to the lessons of the moon wells, lest we find ourselves furthering our shortcomings.
Good luck, friend.
There we go. Find the proper foothold. Where are you? Keep her in here somewhere. There you are.
My goods are of the highest quality. Till next we meet. Ishnu Allah.
I don't do mana, so health.
Goddess, watch over you.
There we go.
My goods are of the highest quality.
A friend of mine, Sister Anquin, is training to become a priestess of the moon in Darnassus. She left Dolinar to study in the temple last year. Her letters say she's doing well and learning much, but she misses home and her old friends. I've put together a book of her favorite recipes of Dolinar. If you have time, would you take them to her in Darnassus? You can rent a hippogriff from Feldo, and he'll in the center of town just across the inn.
Good luck, friend.
Go through the forest, find me some fell cones. Oh, I see him. remembered to click that on. And elections. I think I'm actually going to take my Corehound pup out for a jog, as it were. Since I have no godly clue where I got it from, still gonna do it. Probably some pets in the first area I totally skipped over. Small frog. Find an elfin rabbit anywhere, though. Yeah, I knew I was about to do one of
get closer.
Where are you going? Found myself missing my throwing knives for a second there. Look, I can spin too. Alpine's tribe corruption has returned. They ambushed me as I left for Banthil Barrow Den and proceeded to pillage Starbreeze village. Something in the forest has corrupted Ursel the Mauler, their chieftain, and he's using his evil powers of the Fell Moss to drive them mad. I'm too wounded to return to Arthas and bring him this grave news. The task is left to you. We can only hope that the deranged Gnarlpines have not made it to Banthil yet. Get back here. That'll be fun when I get backstabbed. Run away. Okay.
It's too far away.
Now what?
Annoyingly, that joke got spoiled for me earlier. Also, I love how a subtle prank like that makes up for you betraying the entire forest, just on a side note.
Greetings.
I'm glad you were willing to atone for your mistake. It speaks a great deal about your character. I have another task for you. I've gathered some ironroot seeds. They're somewhat like fell cones, but they're quite a bit more potent. Nature often responds very negatively to demons, and those ironroot seeds prompt a very concentrated form of that reprisal. To our north in Fell Rock, there are Grelkin that are far beyond redemption. Use the ironroot seeds to to rout them before they become a more serious threat.
Asha Fala.
I'm listening.
The emerald. It's missing. My dream catcher has been damaged. There in the band of Gnarlspine mystics located to the north of Starbreeze, I have heard reports of their leader, Ferocious the Dream Eater, has been wearing a necklace that glows green by the night. Now seeing my dream catcher, I'm sure he has stolen my emerald. He would never realize that its power is useless to him. Find this missing jewel, and while you're there, clear out some of the corrupted mystics as well. I must warn you, this matter must stay between us. The Satyr are enough of an embarrassment to us already, and this one is much too close to home. He's called Lord Melanus. He resides in the nearby cave of Fell Rock to the north, where he's gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His heart is black as night, and he plots something most foul. You must find him in a nearby cave just to the north here, and bring me his head.
Go in peace.
How may I help?
Gnarlpine invaders were seen ravaging the Banthil Barrow Den tucked in the hill to the west. The slumbering druids will be trapped by the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the relics of Wakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the Ravenclaw Talisman, Black Feather Quill, Sapphire of the Sky, and Rune of Nesting. The druids store them in sacred chests. Return them to me, and I will prepare the awakening ritual.
Del Madres.
I am honored.
The Gnarlpine aggression is limiting our options. None of our kind are eager to bring a blade and arrow against creatures that were once our friends, but I grow fearful that they're going to set their sights on Dolinar soon. The biggest concern to me are the Furbog and Banthil Barrow and Banthil Barrow dens. I need you to travel to the west, make your way into the Barrow Den, and kill as many of the Gnarlpine as you can. We probably won't have many more chances to limit their strength. Be swift.
Be careful.
I am honored. Good luck, friend.
So yeah, before we deal with that, I think I will go back to Starbreeze and... Yeah, I've already got one of those. When I was reading it, it did seem like one of those quests where I go, I'm going to get frustrated by this. I can just know it already.
target. It is too far away.
Not well lit doesn't mean it's very well for you either. I can totally see why you'd hate that then.
Out of range.
Ah.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
You. As the freaking tigers in the, what was it, the Badlands we had to deal with them or something? If I were a hunter, I'd totally try to tame one, though. You kidding me? That's the thing you want running around with you. Yeah, I might as well turn them in while I'm running past them.
Peace be with you. Del Nadris.
Yeah, I've heard about the differences in that, and I prefer not to have to keep track of how many arrows I have. I do that in Dungeons and Dragons already. Even though most people don't even make you, right? You know. Depending on your DM, they'll go, I trust you or not. So I do it just out of... like where I've got my character that has a gun because he invented one. I have to make bullets for myself occasionally, which means I have to convert older bullets to new ones. So. Yeah, I know, and you feed your pets, and your pets have a mood and everything. Yeah, I've heard. It's one of those things where I went, I'll try it whenever complexities sit for me. Plus, again, you guys are probably going to be the only people I play Classic with, so. Unless I find one of the mods that then tracks quest for me and stuff like that, so. There's that. Also, I am totally in the wrong place. Should be going up here. See, I sometimes have problems finding my way around whenever I do have a quest tracker. Can you imagine if I didn't have you with me? Oh, okay, that makes me happy. Oh. That got gruesome really quick, didn't it? That's interesting. Oh, I got 2 in one thing. Nice. And he's the boss.
I need a target.
Ooh, got a pouch. so he's not in here. He's somewhere else. Oh no, he's inside this cave. Okay. Just have to fiddle my way through until I figure out where he is. Ah, there he is. Yeah, come on.
Die!
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Really? I think the heck not. Not into that business. I'm probably going to turn these quests in and then wrap it up, because it's going to be probably around 20 after I get done with this. So. Where is my Hearthstone? Oh, great. There we are. That was a weird glitch. Yeah, I did. Yeah, you just didn't notice. I did reset it earlier. Whenever I first showed up in town, that's probably why you're not remembering, because it was like... It was amongst that blur of all the quest accepting and everything I was doing, so acceptable that you didn't...
What
yeah.
brings you here? May the stars guide you.
Currently not wearing bracers, so now I am. General goods person is up here anyway. Fine.
Feel free to browse.
Yep.
A shop.
And here we are in the end. Hooray. And with that, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you guys want to follow all the other Let's Play content and everything we do, head on over to tscn.tv/play. That's currently on hold. If you go there, you'll see the announcement. You'll see why. Stuff's been going on around here. And if you want to find the VODs for all these things, head on over to tscn.tv/VOD. So, until next time, play on, and see you guys.